Now, to walk us through these figures, let's bring in a spokesman of the EFCC, Wilson Uwajaren, who joins us live from Abuja. Very impressive figures we have here, particularly considering the over 100% improvement from the 2019 figure. However, I'm curious, just as many Nigerians have, particularly as regard what the predominant nature of the crimes in these cases really are, and the nature of convictions secured in the year under review.
Well, thank you very much. Like you said, we are very pleased with the record that we have. 2,220 convictions in a year is quite remarkable, and that is the issue that we want to really emphasize. I'm usually not too comfortable making a distinction between various crimes that the Commission prosecutes, whether you're talking about cybercrime or money laundering or grand corruption. All of them are crimes under the Economic and Financial Crimes Act. The most important thing, as far as I'm concerned, is whether we were able to prosecute those cases that we took to court and achieve success. And that is what the record is telling us, that in 2021, we were able to achieve 98.49% success rate in all the cases that we took to court. We only lost 34 cases, and that is less than 2% of the cases that we took to court that we lost, which is quite commendable. That is heartwarming, and we want Nigerians to be happy with what we have done in 2021.
I understand your reservation about not drawing a distinction between crimes, but it matters to Nigerians, particularly when you consider corruption in governance vis-a-vis cybercrime-related offenses. What we are told, you didn't answer the question on the nature of conviction. Is it true that many of the cybercrime-related offenses are settled with plea bargaining?
Well, I can tell you that at least, let's say 60% of the convictions that we have are actually cybercrimes related. And what you may not understand, when we talk about cybercrime, people tend to look at them as petty crimes. There is nothing like petty crime when you come to financial crimes. Even in cybercrime, some of them have money laundering element in them. We have had cases in which we recovered properties from cyber criminals. They use those crimes as vehicles to launder money in this country. And they are quite significant. And the reputation problem that we have outside Nigeria are actually created by issues of cyber crime. So that the criminals that gives Nigerians the reputation that we have as people that are engaged in criminal acts outside of Nigeria. And you are talking about plea bargain. Plea bargain is lawful in our law. The law allows for us to offer such opportunity to those who want to take it. You are not compelled to engage in plea bargain, but if an accused person offers to plea bargain with the Commission, the law allows us to do that. And it has worked for us in several ways. For instance, if you engage in plea bargain, it allows you to get the proceeds of crime for the defendant. It also allows you to save time, because the defendant will not waste the time of the court, will not also waste the resources of government in prosecuting the cases. So it's a win-win situation for us when we embark on plea bargain. It does not diminish the importance of the conviction that we have. The record speaks for itself. 2,220 convictions in a year is quite remarkable. Bearing in mind also that last year, the judicial workers were on strike for more than 3 months. Our cases were not making progress in court. We could not even introduce new fresh cases in court. So against that background, for an agency to achieve the number of the quantum of conviction that we had in 2021, I think it was quite remarkable.
So you look at the figures here. Lagos zone has the highest conviction, followed by Ibadan and Port Harcourt. Is it safe to assume that these convictions indeed reflect the number of crime, particularly cybercrime related offenses in these regions?
I would say yes, and I would also say no. The fact is that Lagos is the hub of our operational activities in Nigeria. The Commission, the biggest office that we have in terms of operation is Lagos. So that also explains the reason why the conviction record of that zone is expected to be more than other zones. And after Lagos, I think Port Harcourt is also the next in terms of size and the size of operation that we have there. Port Harcourt is next to Lagos. But apart from that, all of us also know that when you talk about cyber crime, Lagos takes the lead in terms of that type of act of criminality. Most of the youngsters that are involved in this criminal adventure, majority of them are domiciled in Lagos and the neighboring states of Ogun State. That is partly responsible for why Lagos takes the lead in the conviction rate that we have.
So the chairman did commend the personnel of the commission for the dedication despite the challenges of criminal prosecution in court. Talk to us about how that has affected prosecuting corrupt politicians, because we hear about when these investigations begin, sometimes they lead to arrest, but in very rare occasions do we see them really being convicted.
Well, the chairman's commendation, I think, is heartwarming, because if you look at the convictions that we have, most of those convictions that were actually recorded by counsel who are staff of the commission. It demonstrates the fact that we have built capacity in terms of criminal prosecution in court. Prosecuting matters in Nigeria court is not a piece of cake. Criminal prosecution, you are compelled to prove your case beyond reasonable doubt. And we pride ourselves in this commission as an agency that have contributed greatly in Nigerian jurisprudence. All the cases that people make reference to in Nigeria today are cases that were decided through the efforts of the commission. So we are proud of what we have done in that regard.
Wilson Uwajaren is spokesman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Thank you for talking to us tonight.
It's my pleasure.